Hi, everybody. I'm Anthony. This is Phil. We're two of the 4 co-founders of Man-Made.
Where are the other two?
The other 2 are back home. Somebody's got to run the show.
I know, but 2 guys to run that big business?
Big
They got
business.
some help back home too.
The help has help.
We got a little bigger than the last time we spoke back in January.
And you'll be bigger by the time you get home.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Bill, before we start, I just want to say
We've started.
we started, and thank you for starting with us. Thank you for sitting down and having this conversation with us. We were first building this brand when we first started. We really underestimated how much work it was going to take to start an underwear company and how
Really?
long it takes to get an underwear.
I hear that a lot. What do you mean by that? What?
I'm curious. How long do you think it takes to go from start to finish to build a black boxer brief?
A boxer brief.
Correct.
Well, so you sketch it out, you hand it to somebody, he runs to a designer, that's a day. Then you get the material, you cut to that's another day. So I'd say by the end of the week.
We thought the same way.
That's what we thought. In reality, it took us 10 months to get our first.
Why?
There's
Well,
a
wait a
lot.
minute. What are we talking about? We're
Yeah.
talking about a Canadian company, and I'm here because I'm Canadian. And they contacted me and said they're Canadian. I said, okay. And when we got this business, new business, and thing, yeah, we're going. Well, maybe the romance of it appealed to me. So I said, I'll join you, and here we are. So now we're explaining.
Yeah. So I want to start with a gift because it took us so long to get that first boxer brief. It took us 10 months. And we started this company and we wanted to promote it. But we said, how can we promote it without a boxer brief?
Right.
We made a cap.
Yeah.
And with this logo and wearing this cap, we started making videos and explaining what we wanted to do with this
All
business.
right. So you
and our
got
dream.
a 5-pointed thing with a bar underneath.
Yeah.
It looks a little like a Chinese hieroglyphic.
Not bad.
Does it mean boxer briefs?
Is based on the philosophy of Man-Made. We want to be there to support men and give men a solid foundation.
Okay, so hold on. This is based on the philosophy of Man-Made.
Right.
Of the Man-Made, the company.
The company.
Okay, so what's the philosophy of Man-Made?
So if you look at that logo, it's a man standing on a solid foundation.
Oh,
Meaning
for God's sake.
we want to be the solid foundation for
Right.
men.
What a beautiful thought.
And an asterisk always has a deeper meaning. So
It is an asterisk.
It's an
isn't it?
asterisk, exactly.
Well, the pants clothe your asterisk. That's part of the jockey underwear.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. But
And you might go tisk tisk if having said that. So you've got that's wild.
Yeah.
Now you've chosen the color black almost universally, right?
Correct.
The boxers are black. The t-shirts are black. Are you going to make any pants?
yes, they're actually coming out in a month or so.
You know, my universal search, I tour a lot, and comfort, even in the most dressed up circumstances, is where I'm at. The jeans I've got here, I've got several pair, because that I most need convenience and comfort is when I'm on tour. I do a performance at night, I get in a car with 3 guys, and we drive to the next venue. So ease and convenience and wearing the underwear for more than a day and that it doesn't ride up and having stretched jeans and having easy shoes so I can transition from getting out of the car, going to sleep and getting in my clothes and going on stage and being at ease and being smart, being comfortable but well dressed for being comfortable.
I'm wearing the pants
That's
we're
what's
coming out
important.
with.
But the pants you're coming out with has got to have some kind of style. Are they stretchy?
Yeah. For black and...
We're going to start with black, and then we're looking at maybe doing a black, navy, and a charcoal. Just because if it's something that you're wearing on the outside, you need some sort of variety so people don't think you're wearing the same pants every single day.
Well,
over
yes,
and over
but
again.
if your pants are clean, and since they don't need to be pressed, a pair of black pants could go
Anywhere.
anywhere.
Yeah.
These jeans could last me the 5 days.
Definitely.
the boxer brief, the black boxer brief is like 70%, 75% of our sales. Our customers don't want more than that. They just, like I said, they want the comfort.
This is, I'm so impressed that you have a vision. You wrote this vision down, and you're sticking to the vision. And the vision will make the company. The vision will make the name of the company. You have ideals. You're sticking to the ideals. It's great to make money and all, but you're not going to sacrifice, are you?
No, never.
The ideals for the money.
Basically, why do we have simple colors? And in part, it's because we were bankers before, so we needed a way to basically focus in on one thing to make the best product. But also, you said it yourself, men are not picky. We don't want different colors and models and prints and patterns. At a certain point, we just really want to be comfortable. And that's what we focused in on this product.
But I think, did you watch as we speak, the Emmy Awards were on the other night. Did you happen to watch it?
Unfortunately, we weren't
You
able
were
to.
traveling.
We were traveling.
I watched part of it, and then in the newspapers recently, the shots of what the men were wearing. And what they're wearing is so extravagant, is so out there, that I wouldn't wear that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear that. Some of the other stuff that was conservative and black and just pristine in its lines, simple lines, as against all that frou-frou, was what appealed to me. And that's what you're talking about.
You know what our slogan is?
I do.
Tell me.
Nothing else works but our product.
Close.
That's our new one.
Function over fast fashion. Because we're not...
Function over fast fashion.
Correct.
Okay, well, that's pretty risky, isn't it? I mean, what about fashionable people who say, well, I'd like to dress in an extraordinary men's suit, but I would also like to buy your T-shirt. You're not appealing to both.
No.
We're not. I think you have to choose your market, you
Okay.
know, and
So
know
you've
your
chosen
customer.
your market.
Correct.
And we've chosen the kind of person that we want to buy from us, and it's people that value really the function. It's people that value the comfort.
So will
over
you
everything.
refuse somebody who says, can you make me a frou-frou T-shirt?
Correct.
You would refuse it.
Correct.
We have to.
I got an order for you for $1 million. Will you refuse to turn it down?
You know
Yes.
what?
You gotta
Sometimes,
turn-
yeah, the
You're
focus and the
kidding.
vision and taking care of our core customer for us is more important
That's
than
fantastic.
anything.
We're not fashionistas.
You're not fashionist.
No.
Well,
We're men that building a brand for other men, and we learned along the way. So when we started, you asked why Modal. Well, it's because we went up to the Laurentian. We asked our wives for permission. First off, we're like, hey, we're about to quit the banking world. So we're 4 partners. 3 of us were in banking. 1 of us is a chartered accountant. So we're making good money. It was a stable life. You knew where you were going. You have the little babies coming. You have a mortgage. And then you tell your wife, hey, we're not happy. We're going to start a company. We don't know what yet, but we are going to start a company. The 4 of us, because we knew we were best of friends.
you're friends from school? Friends?
Childhood friends.
Childhood.
Best friends. Yeah.
4 of you childhood friends.
we-
I envy you the friendship.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we start writing on the whiteboard all these ideas. And we're like, okay, these work.
What do you mean? You're writing the 4 of us. We want to do something. We're not happy in the banks. We're not happy in the adding and subtracting figures. We want to do something.
We want to...
And you had no idea. And you're writing down ideas. I'd like to be an astronaut.
No.
I'd like to dive
What
into
we knew-
30,000 feet of water.
No.
No.
What we
What are
knew,
you saying?
What we knew was we wanted to provide value to men, right? Because
Wait a minute. So that was what you started off?
That's what we
we
started
want
off
to
with.
provide value for men.
We
What
want-
about condoms?
They exist.
I mean, we
They
could have
exist.
reinvented them.
Condoms exist.
So why not a better condom?
They're okay, the ones that we have now.
So are the T-shirts and the underwear.
Not
Except
quite.
They don't have beach.
So we read all these ideas for an e-commerce business. We knew we wanted to go into e-commerce because we...
E-commerce?
E-commerce, yes.
What's e-commerce?
It's commerce that is conducted
Selling online.
online.
See,
Yeah.
the problem with people my age as against people of your age, that's why companies hire younger people all the time, because there's a generational gap and it exists. So my background is like, I know, you bring a suit, the guy sells it, he buys it wholesale, sells it in his shop, somebody comes in, you look good, brother, thank you, sir, and signs a check, away he goes. That's my orientation to business. Younger is electronics. Use the
Internet.
airwaves. Use the internet.
Scalability.
What?
Scalability.
Scale.
Scale.
Scalability. It's a term I've never heard.
And you know what, Bill? The older generation are getting more and more used to technology as well.
Absolutely, but
You were in a hologram this morning.
yes,
That's incredible.
I'm
You know what I
I'm
mean?
involved in futuristic industries, 3 or 4 of them. but I still have old ideas. And the idea, what was that you said? So
Scalability.
Scalability. I've never heard the term. What is scalability?
It's the opportunity that you're able to scale a business really quickly.
So the scalability is, the question is, how soon can we get the business going and make a profit?
How can we reach the
most
most amount
amount.
of people in the shortest amount of time?
You've just said the same thing in better language.
That's the way.
Okay.
He's the English major.
I would be asked, when this becomes more public, why in heaven's name would me, being here in California and busy and doing theater and movies and television and records, and I'm totally in entertainment. And these four guys contact me. They're out of the blue, but they happen to be from Montreal. And their approach was, we're from Montreal, we're four young guys, and we're starting a business, we'd like your help. And I'm thinking, I remember when I was this young guy in Canada, going to a Canadian university, and I'm coming out of the university, and my first job was almost for free. And somebody was helping me. By that I mean, gave me the job in the theater, but somebody helped me, and I thought, what a romantic idea it would be to have these four guys, like I help as best I can, which is negligible. How can I be a part of four young guys starting a business? It seems like going back in time for me. And that's why I'm here. And to hear the term scalability and never hearing the word before is like, of course, that's why I'm here. I'm here to understand scalability. And so I have so much to learn from you.
And vice versa.
And I have nothing. I don't know anything.
That's very humble of you.
Yeah.
I beg to differ.
Okay.
So we go to Laurentians,
Yes.
and we're like, how can we build a business that scales
Okay.
really quickly?
It's got scale. We're back to that. And you don't have any idea what that
Is.
next letter is going to be down.
No,
C for clothing, B for
Nothing.
babies. I mean, nothing.
nothing. And then we get fed up.
Then you get what?
Fed up. Like we're like not throwing the towel,
The
just
pasta
tired.
no longer tastes good.
You're full. Let's go for a walk.
Okay.
So it's June, and you remember, like in Laurentians, it's humid.
Not only humid, mosquitoes. And
Mosquitoes.
black flies.
Yes.
Kill you.
Yes.
But there are blueberries hovering.
Everywhere.
And raspberries.
You're picking blueberries and
We,
talking.
we were picking blueberries
Okay.
and talking.
and picking something else. We were picking ourselves. Who was saying they were chafing? Who was saying that they were riding? Who was complaining about their underwear? Who didn't wear any? Who? So we're like, hold on. Underwear. Where do you buy yours? Where do you get yours? What? How do you pick yours? And we're like, oh, my wife. I wear what my dad wears. I wear what I've been wearing since I was 10 or 15, and just
You mean
different
you've had your underwear on that many years?
no,
You should change it.
for sure.
Often, right?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Really?
Yeah, there are some customers also that tell us they put them inside out to get an extra day. I don't suggest it, but
What's going on in your body that you need to
yeah.
change every day? Are you crapping in your pants? What's that?
hey,
Hey, I'm Italian. I've never heard of anything more ridiculous than four guys walking along saying,
Yeah.
let's go into the underwear business because I don't wear mine and
You know
I
what?
change mine every day. And
I'm happy we didn't know then what we know now, because if we did,
you would have had the same opinion.
we would have never started this business.
But you might have started parachutes.
Maybe.
You know, you need a good parachute if you're in an airplane and it's going down. You want to jump out. You strap on our really well-made parachute.
how many people need the parachutes versus how many people wear underwear on a daily
Well,
basis?
how many people sit in an airplane?
So-
300 people in an airplane?
Yeah.
You need 300 parachutes.
So
Here, take one, jump, jump, jump.
again, we always wanted to jump. We always wanted to build a business, right, that provided the value for men, and
Yeah.
and underwear was one way that we
That
could
is
touch as
so
many men as
wild.
possible.
What an incredible dream.
Gets wilder.
Yeah.
We open the laptops. What are guys buying if they're ever looking for good underwear? And we saw that there was all these frills and all this patterns and colors and polyester, cotton, bamboo, modal. What is this? I'm a guy, regular guy. I don't know these terms. And I'm just buying based on, oh, I like these colors, or I like this thing. Or
What were you buying? Were you buying artificial material, Nylon, no, not nylon. What's the-
Polyester.
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 Were you buying polyesters?
Sometimes.
Were you buying cotton?
Most of the time.
I started buying polyester years ago, and it's not comfortable.
Do you know what it's
Polyester
derived
is,
from?
Polyester?
Yeah.
The beech tree.
No.
It's
No,
a plastic.
polyester wishes it was derived from
Polyester is a plastic.
It's
Plastic.
a plastic, yeah. So essentially, you're wearing
Plastic.
on your body.
And I'm telling you, everybody wears plastic.
Lot-
And it's not good.
You know
It
why?
chops
It
the heat,
itches, it chafes,
and it
it
smells.
doesn't absorb.
It's stinky.
And it's stinky.
Yeah.
And it doesn't absorb perspiration,
Uh-huh.
where we perspire pretty much the most.
And that's why you should change your underwear every day.
And that's why you need to wear modal.
No, that's why you got to wear Model,
That's why you gotta wear modal.
You know why people buy polyester for the majority of the time?
because you can wash them in the sink.
Because it's cheap.
Oh my Lord, this is really fascinating.
So
stuff.
when we found out and we were fascinated the way you're reacting right now, a light bulb came on our heads, and we said, "How?" So now we learned all these things, and when we got our hands on modal fabric,
So wait a minute. But
Yeah.
You're skipping over a really interesting
yeah,
subject.
yeah,
And that is, you're walking along, you've got a beer in your hand, and you're walking along a country road, trees, moisture, thing, that, and you're talking about underwear, and you say, that's what we're going to write on the board.
Correct.
We're going to make underwear.
correct.
Yeah.
Now you sit down, you come back from the walk, and you sit down, and doesn't anybody say, what?
For us, it made sense because one guy was wearing the polyester underwears, and it was sweaty in there, and it was stinky, and he wasn't comfortable. Another guy was wearing the cotton underwear, and then by the time cotton
Like
underwear,
jockey.
like a jockey, what happens at the end of the day is that they end up riding up, and you're a man, but it feels kind of like you're wearing a thong. You know what I mean?
The polyester.
The cotton.
Cotton underwear.
Cotton rides up, right?
It's a great fabric, but it loses
It's
its
so
shape.
long since I've worn cotton.
Cotton loses its shape at the end of the day,
Oh, it does, absolutely.
and then it becomes uncomfortable.
Right.
Another guy wasn't wearing underwear. I won't say who.
Right.
And then this is why we said at the end of it, this is a good
we
idea.
won't say who, but why wasn't he wearing underwear?
He never
hated
found
it.
something that
I
he
know,
liked.
but you got your.
I
ass,
hated it so much.
Excuse me,
couldn't
but
find
you
it.
got your ass crack up your pants.
Yeah,
That's
I
a-
know.
Yeah.
Well, I would wear them when I would wear jeans or anything that's
Yeah.
abrasive.
But he would wash his pants.
But I would buy. You know what I would do? I would buy the shorts with the the netting inside, like the
Like a swimming suit.
type, but not really a swimming suit, more like a gym short. And they have it, some of them.
Well, swimming suits have that netting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was talking about swimming suits. Where that's our next product coming out in the spring. You're gonna love them. It has the
I'll
underwear
tell you
inside.
what I need, what I'm going to love. I'm going to love the T-shirts. I'll wear the hat occasionally, but the material
Yeah.
is beautiful. Is it partially bamboo?
It isn't. It's actually modal. MODAL. DAL. Modal.
Yeah.
Modal.
Yeah.
Is that a meaningful word, or is that another invented word like your
The brand. The asterisk.
the asterisk?
It's a fabric. It's a type of fabric.
Really, what's it composed of?
It's derived from the beech tree.
The beech
The
tree.
beech tree,
What do
yeah.
you mean? There's a beech tree that is indigenous to waterways. Usually, they grow along rivers, don't they?
The beech tree that we're referring to grows in Europe.
Yeah. yeah.
Only.
In Europe.
Well,
Only.
I think mostly in Europe.
I know
Not
that
sure
there
if
is
it
a beech tree in North America, not in the hot Los Angeles that I know of. Although there are cool spots in
Yeah.
California.
So the T-shirt
So
is
the
made
beech
from
tree
this.
is like pulped up and made into
Into modal, exactly.
Modal.
And the T-shirt is made
What?
of modal and a blend of Pima cotton.
We actually surveyed the thousands of North Americans to ask them
How
what
did you
color.
survey? What did you do?
On SurveyMonkey.
What?
Yeah.
There's an app.
There's like a software that you can.
So you on the
On
app
the
of
internet.
the software you say we would like your opinion on.
They have like a sample size of people that you can go and segment, and you can send them like an email with a survey and incentivize them.
Do you pay for that?
Of course, we pay for that. Yeah.
You pay for that.
Yeah, we pay for
So you pay for it and you send out what 10,000,
that. How much we
It
do?
might have been 1,000 at the beginning.
1,000. What's your favorite color underwear?
Yeah, 80% came back black.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're like black, because we're not fashion like. So
Well,
I don't
who
want to take
cares
away,
about fashionable underwear?
right?
You get that off as
but
quickly
there-
as possible.
But there are, and those are not our customers. And
No.
you said earlier,
Yes.
would you? basically, would you do anything that's more fast fashion oriented or frou-frou, I think
Yeah.
is the term you used.
I believe it's a French firm.
It is.
But
When you said it, I'm
Je
like,
suis frou-frou.
frou-frou, frou-frou. When we started in the garment district, we knocked on many doors because we're like, okay, we need to make this underwear. We know we want to make it in modal because we felt the fabric and we knew it was amazing.
How did you find out about Montreal?
Well, other brands are selling it. And now what
Modal
happens
is,
is they're selling it at $35, $40, $50 a pair for one pair. And we're selling it at 22 US, 24 Canadian for one pair. Because
Why?
we don't have to do the pinks and the yellows and the greens and the, you get it?
Got
It's
it.
just black. So we can give
So
that
it's an
savings.
economic as well as a stylistic
Functional.
statement.
Yeah.
It's a functional way of thinking.
Yeah, I mean, why would you wear any other color than black?
Right? So that's how we thought too. But when we knocked on all these doors to say, can you help us? Because we wanted to do it in Montreal. We wanted to do it in Canada. They looked at us. You are effing crazy. Don't. First of all, what do? I'm in finance. Don't quit your job and get into the into the apparel business. You're nuts. You guys are crazy. You're never going to make it. Close the door. Knock on another one. Guys, we have this idea. We're young guys. We're finance guys.
Who are you talking to? Why would you solicit a competitor's advice?
No, we're competitors.
Well, what were they making?
They were doing different things. They were selling fabric, or they were doing other things.
They weren't a potential
Some of them
competitor.
made uniforms. They made some of them were just sewers, and they were just sewing different garments. You know?
Well, if you were starting, right, and we're yes.
All right, so
yeah.
you're talking to somebody at a machine saying shit.
No, the
someone
owner.
that has machines,
Oh, the
for
owner.
example.
They own the companies.
But yeah, when you're starting, you don't know what to do. The first thing, you're just going to start knocking on doors and saying, okay,
I
how do I
don't know
get
how long ago was this that you had
This
the
is
meeting?
4 years ago.
4 years.
3.5, 4 years
I
ago? Yeah.
presume it's not enough time yet to lose the sense of how bizarre
No, it's very
you're
crazy.
talking.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah.
It's the craziest, most bizarre, and that's since you told me a little bit about it when I was talking to you some time ago. But what I was thinking, craziest guys I've ever. But I loved your spirit and because you didn't quite express this when we talked. This is like bizarre.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This has no value. I'm being asked. I'm going to go someplace next week or 2 weeks to talk to people about how do you do, what's an entrepreneur and how do you get, and this is the last thing I would have said.
When we decided underwear, it was during COVID. For that 1 year,
Yeah.
we did visible, non-visible elements. We came up with a brand name. We came up with who's our customer, how we're going to market it, what products are we going to come up. We thought about the playbook in entirety. We have the core values of the company, everything that you can think of. It's in a what we call a brand Bible.
Did you learn this at
No,
school?
no.
You thought this out?
We did our research. The internet.
No, but a business major would have said, "Oh yeah," in class 33, we learned that this is what you. Presumably, a professor would have said, "Get the feel, get the total feel of what the field, get a total feel of the field you're in."
It's
We did a SWOT
kind of
analysis.
like I mentioned at the very beginning. If we would have known too much and been way too knowledgeable about the business, there's no way that we would have said, "Let's do it." It would have been
you
too
wouldn't
much
have
of a
learned the
risk.
hardships. You
We
would
would
have
have
learned. Well, you would have learned some of the hardships. You were getting a feel of the excitement of being a business, but you don't know hardships until you
Go through them.
go through the hardships.
Like a relationship. Like any
And it was a great learning.
But we did a
experience.
business plan. We are 4 partners.
So now you've got the plan. You got COVID. You're in COVID. You've got everything
Built it out.
idealized. You've got the thought process accomplished. What do you do now?
We need to do the marketing. We need to start.
So you want Model.
Yes.
Yeah. Then what we did was we started putting together a design for the underwear.
Who
Ourselves.
designs that?
We did it ourselves on
You
paper.
drew it up?
Tried to use a little bit of Microsoft Paint. We were scrappy guys, especially at the beginning, so we did whatever we could to try to get some sort of visual idea of what we wanted the boxer brief to
What was the
look
word you used? Scrappy?
Scrappy, yeah.
And
Like-
you fought.
no,
No.
meaning like very
Frugal.
resourceful.
Not
trying
much capital.
Trying to stretch the dollar as much as we could.
As much as the underwear would stretch.
as much as the underwear would stretch. So we did that, and then we sent that design, this scrappy looking design, to maybe 15 or 20 manufacturers, a little bit all over the world. And we started getting some samples back. And then we said, okay, we like this from this manufacturer, we like this from this manufacturer. We saw what we liked from the different manufacturers, put it all together, chose the best one, and that's how we got our first 10,000 pairs of underwear, shipped to Montreal.
Did you choose a particular manufacturer because he gave you the best sketch, or?
We chose
Best quality.
the manufacturer that gave us the best workmanship, the best quality, and also that had the best reputation.
I see.
You know?
So you went for the best.
So we went for
Best
the
of the
best.
best.
And we were very surprised later on that they took a chance on us because we were just four guys.
They
that
probably took a chance on you the same way
they did.
I'm taking a chance on you.
100%.
I'm lending you my name and
And your time.
reputation and, well, time, but more my reputation, my
Yeah.
what you know, that carries a great deal of significance.
100%.
Yeah.
And we actually visited our manufacturer multiple times, and we
Where?
went in Sri Lanka,
What?
and we went in with the cameras to show Canadians back home how amazing it is. I interviewed the factory workers at lunch, eating with my hands because it's traditional, and I had a whole conversation asking them how they like working here, how long
In
they
what
work
language?
in English. I had a
They spoke-
translator.
Oh, translator.
And we went in, and we were the first company because they're like, your competitors are gonna see.
Well, they weren't competitors.
No, meaning online, because we're gonna put all this online
That would just be better business for them.
for them. But
Yeah.
they're like, you're doing this. That's nuts. Why would you show?
Oh,
And-
where you? I see.
And it mattered to
You're
us.
showing your cards at your hand.
Yes, and it would mattered more for us because you can copy this. You just buy it, and you copy it. But you can't copy the brand. Can't copy the service. Can't copy the level of care that we have for the customer. And at the same time, that's what matters.
That's
So-
a perfect commercial. Just snip that. You've got everything you came down.
When we go there and we did that, we learned so much more about manufacturing, about
Were they friendly? Did they?
100. I love
loved
it. Yes, 100. You know the type of hospitality that we received in Sri Lanka by the manufacturers, the owners.
Why Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka is like India.
No, it's not.
Well, it's not India, but
We didn't go based on country per se. We went more based on which manufacturer out of the list of people that sampled our products was the best manufacturer, and it
they
just so happened to be
located
in Sri Lanka.
And were they Sri Lankan, or had they done the same thing? Gone to Sri Lanka because of the good workforce and
It's a Sri Lankan manufacturer.
Really?
Yeah. So we got the first 10,000 pairs of
Yeah.
boxer briefs.
Now what did you do?
We sold all those that first 10,000 pairs. We sold them all organically without any ads.
Because you had organic cotton.
Because we had organically. I mean, like
I understand
just
what
ourselves
you mean.
going out there promoting the
Wait a
best.
minute, did you go out yourself?
Going out there
The
on
four guys went out to stores?
on camera.
No, we
On
sell
camera.
directly to customers. We don't sell in store.
Yeah. So
I forgot.
we go just on camera. So we went out there with our
Scalability.
hats. That's right.
Okay.
And we pitched a part. We explained to
So how
everybody.
did you do that? I mean,
We would do at the
Instagram,
beginning is we
Facebook.
would take out this cell phone.
yeah.
We would look at it and be like, these underwear, they don't ride up, they don't stretch, they don't bunch, they stay in place
You're
all day.
saying to a guy in a store or in a or in
To regular people that are on
Online,
their phone just watching.
that are
us.
that are following us on
wait a minute.
Facebook.
You're not
and-
going through a.
We're not going to stores.
You're your own store.
Yeah.
So we're talking to all of our customers, explaining to them how the underwear
So
keeps
you're
their
going
boys
to individual people, one by
one by one.
Well, they.
Did you go to 10,000 people?
10,000 individual people bought our underwear on that first batch.
It
yeah.
gets better. So
Can't get better than this.
yeah. So what happens is that hence the cap. So you have the cap, and you're explaining that you're four guys, and you're telling the story. But when we first started, we got like models, and it wasn't us front facing, because now if you go to manmade.shop, it's the four of us, our story, and it talks about the origins of how it all started.
Man-made
Brand.com.
brand. That's the word too. manmadebrand.com.
Yeah, manmadebrand.com
That's
is our
important, we
is the
know
store. Call it the store.
That's our website right there. And that's us.
Wearing white T-shirts.
Yeah, we have black and white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Certainly is.
So this is the four co-founders.
That's why, and then it's part of the
The-
asterisk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
because man's being on a solid foundation.
Right.
We had to sell these because of being frugal and not having a lot of capital. We had to sell the first 10,000 to prove that we had market.
$20-something a piece, so you're looking for $200,000.
Yeah, essentially.
Not net, but after paid expenses and all that
No,
stuff.
no, you were looking for a
Revenue, gross revenue.
of $200,000.
And
Correct.
we
That was
used,
your first,
That was our startup. But we needed to buy those 10,000 units.
Right.
And that cost money. We
right?
needed to
and-
design them. You need to pay for all the
right.
things.
That's cheap.
Yeah. Well, it was scrappy. Because many people were like, you need to go with an agency and you need to get a commercial done for $40,000. And we're like, no,
we
hold
can't
on.
afford that.
We're going to sell this ourselves. What do you mean you're crazy? How are you going to sell this yourself? Scalability. Internet. Believe in it. Bill,
That's wild.
we believe, okay, that anything is possible. As long as you put your heart and soul into it. And we proved it. Because now we have 10,000 pairs of underwear. How many people can you hit when you have 20 followers on Facebook? Not many, right? And then you think to yourself, maybe there's going to be these close people that are going to buy. And they buy, but not all of them. And how many can they buy?
Do they buy 2-3 pairs?
To support you, yeah.
5,000 to 7,000, we were able to sell the whole
Right.
10,000 pieces.
But then we started making creative videos because we were going out on the street. And I had a chemist coat with man-made sign. And I'm going up to people in a portable changing room and saying, I bet you never tried underwear this nice. And then
They change. You go to the
portable
changing room.
and I am interviewing them. How do you like them? What's different? What comes the first word that comes to your mind when you have these on? Walk around for me. Would you get these for yourself? All these different questions. And we took these clippets and we put them on the internet. And then we write to the Montreal Gazette. Do you remember the Montreal Gazette?
Of course.
So the Montreal Gazette was fantastic to the Man-Made brand.
In what manner?
So we were trying to get visibility, right? So I'm writing to different publications to say, look, listen to our story. This is what we're doing. We're leaving big corporations to start something innovative, to start a brand, and we're taking risk. And we believe that more people should be doing this because it was really freeing.
Right.
Okay? It was freeing to the soul. It was scary as shit, but it was freeing. And
When we're doing underwear, we don't say the word
we don't
shit.
say the word shit. So what happened now is I write to the Montreal Gazette a few times, and then bang, one day I open my email, and they're interested in our story.
The Gazette printed your story.
They're interested.
Oh.
So now I get on a call, and
It was sent by mail? They said, we're interested in your story?
No, I wrote to them saying this is our story
Oh,
a few
good.
times.
Yeah.
And then
really.
eventually
So smart.
they reached out to us and they're like, so the photographer comes. So I get on a call, we tell him our story, he's interested. Okay, great, we'll send you a photographer to take the snippet. And I said, what are the chances we can get the front page? And we're talking about, it's December.
The front page of the Gazette?
Yes. And he goes, well, we're in December, right? At the time it was end of November.
Slow.
And I'm like,
Well, it's Christmas time.
That's it. That's what we're thinking, right? And I'm like, I understand, but what are the chances? He goes, if nothing dramatic happens,
Like shooting a president.
there's a bit of a chance. So I said to myself, okay, so I have a little bit of a chance. How do I make a bit of a chance with a bit of luck, make it a bigger chance? So I said, okay, the photographer comes. He's like, all right, gentlemen, get together. We'll take a picture of you guys together. So hold on. We all said, hold on. What about we do it in our underwear?
We drop our pants.
And we do a Captain Morgan pose. And the headline is, and he's like, are you sure you want to do this? And don't forget, Bill, we come out of the finance world,
Right.
right? So all these people are
And
looking
Montreal is a little conservative.
at us.
anyway.
Exactly.
It's a small city.
And we're Italians. So like a little bit of more conservativeness depending on who you're talking
Oh,
to.
right, of course.
And we're like all in. So we're like, let's do it, guys. And we did it. And guess what happened on December 8th, 2021? Front page. And guess what happened that day?
Big orders.
We sold in 2 days 1,000 orders organically, meaning there was no marketing cost. Organically.
Does that mean 2-3 at an order?
2, 3, 7.
During the holidays,
10,
people order a lot.
Yeah,
phones
so
ringing.
Thousands. So, and did Sri Lanka gear up and make them?
Well, we had to, so you couldn't stop. So we had to get those 10,000 and still make an order. So it's got to come. So we were
Right.
we had to make it work.
Right.
We were
of
putting
course.
underwear on planes instead of a boat, on a plane to come to get to us faster.
Very expensive.
So we could continue the momentum because we didn't want to drop the
Right,
the
right.
ball. When the train
No.
moves, you don't get
Right, of
You don't get off it.
That
You know?
is an incredible story, guy.
Thank you. If I were to ask you, who do you think the age demo of people who buy our products would be? What would you say?
Well, even old men wear underwear. You're not going to go out and play tennis or ski or climb a mountain. But the comfort of this underwear will soothe your little old buttocks beyond the point that you don't understand.
What if I tell you that the majority of our customers are 50, 60, 70,
No,
80?
that would blow me away.
We
That would be
have-
another mind-boggling.
Yeah.
That is the truth.
Our age demographic is much older than you
So,
think.
I mean, it just points out how stupid I am.
We have a
and
lot
how
of
little I
customers.
know and how little I have to
Bill,
offer
we
you.
have so many customers in their 90s.
No kidding.
a lot.
An
90s are
extreme
old.
amount
Oh,
in their
90s are-
90s.
90s are really old.
I believe people are going to live to 110, 120, 130.
We have more customers in their 80s and 90s than we do that are in their 20s.
Yeah, but you're going to lose those customers very soon.
Hopefully,
I'm not saying we don't have customers that are 20
No,
and
so
30.
Yeah.
we're looking
But-
at the older people.
But do you know
younger
why?
People.
But do you know why they're over 50?
Why?
Well, our assumption is when you're 20, are you looking for comfort or you're looking to impress the ladies? If you're going to spend money on underwear.
Well, first thing you got to
Ladies or-
first you got to educate that ladies aren't impressed by underwear. They're impressed by what's underneath. What's the what the
1,000%.
wear is under.
A
Yeah.
1,000%.
Right.
They rather show on their T-shirt, perhaps, look at me, I spent X amount of money, or just a more of a showboat. I'm really generalizing, but
I
think
think that young guys,
it's the fashion forward.
want to look good.
fast fashion.
Yeah,
Yeah, but don't that look good? Doesn't he look good in our black
You
T-shirts?
look great.
Right?
yeah.
Right?
You look
And
like the
nice
mafia.
Yeah.
We use the strategy of education and entertainment in all of our marketing. In order to capture the attention of our audience. And then once we have it, we don't take it for granted. Do you know that every order has a handwritten card
No,
from the co-founders?
my God.
We're in the hundreds of thousands of orders at this point,
All right.
right? First, second, third, doesn't matter what order you got a handwritten card.
Well, you're spending all your time writing cards.
There's a scalability factor that we make sure that it's efficient.
You guys have gone out and done such a practical. Your next step is the movie business. That's your next step. To do what you did with the underwear is what film makers have to do with their films. There's more risk, intuition, spirit involved in making a film, and yet it stems from what you guys are doing with the underwear.
Thank you.
So we can make a movie.
I think you guys could do anything
Cool.
Why?
because the principles you've applied to the underwear are the principles that apply to everything. You could write a handbook on how to do a company.
Thank you. That means the world to us. Thank you.
And it means the world to me that I feel so comfortable now that I've kind of intuited being with you. What you said and what you did appealed to me enough to say, okay, I'll lend my name. But I had no idea until now.
We came in here and we were prepared and we're like, we're going to ask this question and then that question and then this question. And then we're like, hold on. Why don't we just have a conversation between three fine Canadian men and just go with this? Go with the
Well,
heart,
That's what you got to do.
right?
But you got to go with the heart. But again, you came in with questions and things and subjects, so you were prepared
Yeah.
and willing to release that or part of it to do other things.
Yeah.
That's the way it has to be.
Yeah.
Way a good interview is conducted.
Thank you.
The pants, make sure the pants have style in them.
Yeah.
The way your underwear is stylish. It shouldn't be just plain black
They're gonna be
pants.
well. These are pants. I know I'm getting up there.
Yeah,
Sorry about the camera.
get up.
But these are the pants right now.
You want me to go through it?
Yeah.
So you see, this doesn't really have a fly, but it's a stylish thing where you cannot tell he's wearing a stretchy
No.
pant.
And you're comfortable.
That's
Look,
exactly,
that,
yeah.
he's-
Look, you could
he's-
That's
squat.
perfect. That's
he's-
exactly the kind of pants I want.
that he's
squat
That
like that.
pockets,
See?
the pockets, be careful if the pockets don't bulge out.
They don't bulge out. And look, there's a little thing to protect your phone from falling out when you're sitting.
Perfect.
It's comfortable like a jogger, and also
No.
you could hem it to the perfect length if you really
If
want.
you want to.
Exactly. And
Doesn't have cuffs.
it's narrow enough so that it's smart, but it's not so narrow that it isn't an 18-year-old.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct.
So it's not skin tight,
Right.
but it's nice where you can't really
Yeah.
tell of what you're wearing.
Yeah.
And it's super stretchy. We wanted to make sure of that.
Yeah.
You see this? This here, you want to take it out? The cord,
Why we made it like that is because once again we kept our core customer in mind, and we know that they don't want things like this, right? Our core customer.
Well, I've lost track of who
40,
your
50,
core
60.
customer is now.
you
Older
thought it
gentleman.
was a little bit on the younger
on the
side.
younger side.
It's the mature man.
It's
So
a mature
will
gentleman.
you will mature? But sit down so you're on camera.
Yeah, okay.
You mean because I'd be interested in these pants. They're the perfect. What you're suggesting, what I'm hearing, is the perfect pants to travel in. What are the qualities of this?
Thank you. Yeah. So remember, we're a function first type of company. We look at all the functionality. So if you look at the underwear itself, the inside, the screen print, isn't it super annoying when you had a tag,
It's itchy.
right? So we thought of that. Look at this waistband. Look how silky that is.
It's unusual,
right? Look at that stretch.
and the width of it.
Correct. So it doesn't roll. And then we have our pouch, right? Our man sack pouch. So we named it. We named it the man sack. So this sack here, as you can see, it doesn't have extra material.
It's not a sad sack.
It's not a sad sack. It's a happy sack.
It's a hap sack.
So you think of it as a bra, but for your boys. Then you have the little drop top fly here. So when it's time to pay the water bill, easy access. Horizontal. You could be right-handed or left-handed. It's all good.
Fantastic. You
right?
can spray it around.
Yeah, and if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. And then you have the back, no seams, right? Super important when you're wearing pants. You don't want the seams to show, so really nice. And then the last little thing, a lot of underwear might not have this, but we have a beautiful gusset.
It's a men's garment designed by men.
Correct.
It is the basic. It carries the basic elements of what your company stands for.
Thank you. And we use that philosophy with all our products. We took this, we went into the t-shirts, the socks, the cap. We perfected it from day one. We didn't come out and the cap wasn't
Right.
That's 100% high quality cotton, that cap.
I'll wear it.
There is no cap on the market, Bill, that is as comfortable as this cap.
No kidding.
I promise you.
You buy these hats, right? The hats are for sale.
Correct. I find like what you're involved in and what you do is really impressive. Especially, given your age and how well you carry yourself and how sharp you are.
Yeah.
I aspire to continue to do what I do when I reach that.
Thank you.
Once again, for a wonderful conversation.
Thank you.
And we want to invite you.
Montreal's a great city.
We would love to invite you.
In fact, I might be there sometime within the year. Yeah,
You should come by the office.
I will.
I'm a hugger.
I'm a hugger.
Want a hug?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Great.
Thanks, Bill. Appreciate it, man.
Great.
Thank you very much.
you.